A big thank you to Rogers Television for this opportunity to let the citizens of Penetanguishene to get to know me better. My name is Douglas LaRue, and I am seeking the position of mayor for our town. I have had the honor of serving you as deputy mayor and councillor with over 25 years of experience in municipal politics. My management and leadership skills are solid, enabling me to deal with challenging decisions as they arise. It is paramount to create a cohesive team with the newly elected council in order to deliver services that are important to all of our constituents. I promise that careful stewardship of your tax dollars will be executed with consideration and is of utmost importance to me. If elected, I will address all neglected infrastructure. I will work at paying downtown debt, maintain low taxes. I will continue to be an advocate for all environmental needs and address the implementation of a secondary water source in order to promote town growth. More importantly, I will seek your input on how to best serve you and address your needs in areas of recreation, employment, tourism, and business growth that would be manageable, economically stable, and environmentally safe. I promise transparency, accountability, and fairness in my dealings with everyone. Please vote for Douglas LaRue for Mayor of Penetanguishene.
My name is Anita Duval, and I am seeking re-election as Deputy Mayor of Penetanguishene. As an active participant on council, my focus will continue to be seeing Penetanguishene prosper. Now is the time to actively pursue commercial business to our downtown corridor by continuing to build supportive relationships. Additional manufacturing business is also needed to offset our residential taxation. We are poised for housing development. We have the infrastructure in place, and we must encourage sustainable development, which supports active transportation, community designs, providing access to walking and cycle trails, and conforms to our official plan adopted in the spring of 2018. The plan commits to preserving and protecting our natural environment. Together, we have accomplished the redesign and upgrades to our sewage treatment plant, enhancements to Rotary Wendat Park, attracted new business to our industrial park, growth in housing development, reconstruction of our Main Street, and transit for our community. I will continue to protect the interests of our community at County Council. I have the time, energy, knowledge, and the experience. My priorities for the coming term: to support an affordable housing project, improvements to the gateway of our community, the development of Thompson Road West, to promote the public art project for Main Street, continue to upgrade and repair our roads, to remain accountable to the taxpayers of Penetanguishene. I ask for your support in the upcoming municipal election. Together we can build a better future. Vote Dubo on October 22nd.
My name is Doug Rawson, and I want to thank you for the privilege to represent you at Penetanguishene Council for the term 2014 to 2018. Last election, I promised to be a strong voice for you, not to accept the status quo, work hard for every tax dollar collected, and to be a strong advocate. I feel I've done a great job doing this, and respectfully ask for your support this election to represent you as your Deputy Mayor at Penetanguishene Council for the term 2018 to 2022. Although a lot of positive work was done, many things were achieved, there is still more to do. A few areas I stressed and worked on include ensure the long-term sustainability of our resources, carefully manage our property taxes, stress purchasing what we could not afford, and advocate and was a strong voice in not spending more than was required for our Main Street reconstruction project, as it was already $3 million over budget. Penetanguishene has one of the highest property tax rates in Simcoe County, and like other municipalities, has aging infrastructure. That requires serious commitment to short-term and long-term financial planning. I've worked over the past 4 years to ensure we're not just concentrating on the operating budget, but our focus is on long-term capital planning and our asset management. As an elected official, it is our job to represent the best interests of the community, enhance services, and be respectful of the taxpayer while not accepting the status quo. It is easy for anyone to say, "I did that." I can tell you, not one member of council can do anything. As a team or a group of elected officials who are open to hearing new ideas and challenging the status quo, that is how things change. I can say that I have not shied away from asking the tough questions or providing new lens or way of looking at things. I do not get credit for the things you have seen. The majority of council speaks, and that is the resolve of our decisions. Be wary of elected officials and candidates that think they are the singular reason why things can be accomplished. I respectfully ask for your support as Deputy Mayor for the town of Penetanguishene for 2018-2022, and thank you for your time.
One of the greatest rights we have in Canada is to have your say. In Ontario, this right is one of the pillars that ensures democracy in our local municipal and school board elections. It gives you the freedom of choice and a voice to your opinions in choosing the municipal and school board representatives in your community. If you are at least 18 years of age, a Canadian citizen, and a resident of or own property in Ontario, you can participate in your local municipal and school board elections this fall. One way to make this process more efficient is to verify that your name is on the preliminary list of electors used to prepare the voters list for Election Day. You can confirm or update your information conveniently at voterlookup.ca. The process is just 3 simple steps and should only take you a few minutes to complete. First, fill in your personal details. Next, select the options that best describe your situation. The system will confirm your elector status and/or prompt you for additional information if required. And finally, verify and save your information. It's as simple as that. So remember, have your say. Log on today.
Hi, my name is Michael Kaju. I am married to my best friend and partner, Nancy. We have 4 children, 2 grandchildren. My family moved here in 1828 as part of the Drummond Islanders, and I do not plan on moving. We do not run and move from our problems. We find a solution. I am not a political person by nature. I'm a businessman. Vote for me, and we can return Penetang back to a town that we can be proud of. I always like to say, I'm living the dream in Penetanguishene. Vote for me. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Robert Contois, and I'm running for Penetanguishene Town Council. I'd like to start by saying thank you to Rogers Television for providing this forum for the candidates to introduce themselves. I'd also like to thank the outgoing council for the hard work over the past 4 years. I personally feel they've done a pretty decent job running our town. As long as I can remember, I've had an interest in what happens locally. This interest has only grown over the years, and now it's reached a point where I'd like to take a better role in the decision-making process. As with most of the candidates, I was born and raised in Penetanguishene, and I have a passion for what goes on here. Some of the big issues we're facing over the coming years are, should the town block the development of the Queen's Court subdivision, which would be located at the north end of Fox Street? I personally feel we need to do what we can to protect the ecologically sensitive parts of our town. The former Penetanguishene Secondary School building. Can the town save this building from the wrecking ball? I've heard many uses for this building that could include Indigenous Resource Center, medical facilities that could include such things as a blood lab or a dialysis unit, Or how about converting some of the classrooms into low-income housing units? Also, soon to be legal recreational marijuana. The town will need to follow certain federal and provincial guidelines on this subject, but we'll also have the option to create certain bylaws pertaining to the subject. Should a storefront even be set up in the town? And if it is, what restrictions should be placed upon it? As a voter, you have a vast selection of candidates to choose from this year. You can vote for up to 7 candidates this October. I ask that you give me the chance to be one of your elected officials. I'm extremely humbled by all the encouragement and support that I have received thus far. I will truly value each and every vote that I receive. Once again, my name is Robert Comtois, and I invite you to contact me however you would like. Please visit my website at www.voteforbob.ca, or for those of you that aren't online, I can be reached by telephone at 705-818-9988. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Brian Cummings, and I'm asking for your support for the position of council in Penetanguishene. Penetang has been my home for almost 30 years. My wife and I have raised our 2 children in this community, and we are now enjoying our 2 grandchildren. I've owned and operated Maurice Landscaping, a landscape construction company, for many years, and have recently retired from the Catholic School Board. I have been active in the community in minor hockey, Cancer Society, scouting, and other special events. I was elected to council in 2000 for 2 terms, serving on the Public Works, Police Services Board, and Planning and Development. Many great changes have happened over the 30 years, and I look forward to influencing the management strategies and the direction that council will endeavor in the future. This is an amazing community with so much potential that needs to be explored and valued. Areas of concern for me: we continue to experience high residential taxes because of the lack of sustainable business in our town. This has a ripple effect as well because our children are now having to move away for job opportunities. We need to shift the tax burden from you and me and work hard to attract successful businesses so that they can create the local jobs. Our roads and sidewalks are falling apart because of limited funding. We need to ensure that enough money is allotted each year to maintain or repair that town infrastructure. Affordable housing for seniors and low-income earners is also an ever-increasing problem. Seniors are up to 24% in our community, and people say that they cannot afford to live and pay rent in this community because of fixed income. Promises are hard to keep when you have 1 vote on a council of 9, but I assure you of this: if I am elected, I'll work hard with council to ensure that the governance of this town is transparent and fair. I will listen to the taxpayers. I will try to meet the real needs of this town. I will encourage new business and support our existing businesses. Let's make Penetang not only a great place to live, but a great place to work and play as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm James Dalzell, and I'm running for Town Council in Penetanguishene, Ontario. The reason why I'm running is because I think that I can bring a lot to the table. I'm a team player, I'm very dedicated, extremely hardworking, and very honest. So I was born and raised in Penetang and spent the better part of 30 years there. I'm now growing a family there and have 4 generations of family living in the town right now. So I understand the importance of what we do right now to better the community and also the future of the town as well. I'm looking to bring some festivals and events to the town to stimulate the economy of the town and also the local businesses and really help support them and also show off some of the great local talent that we have in the town. I have been a part of the community for as long as I can remember. I played for the Penetang Kings for years and volunteered there as well. I helped with PSS. I went to high school there and helped the first cause of saving the school, and maybe I'm looking to see if there's a chance that we somehow get that back there. I really understand the importance of bringing a community together and that everybody working together can really achieve any goal. Yeah, I also work at the beer store, so I know a lot of the town members and keep my ear to the ground and know a lot of what's going on inside the town. So I really want to help the community grow and keep the heritage and history intact, and I'm looking forward to getting your vote on October 22nd.
My name is Tom Guthrie, and I am running for councillor in Penetanguishene. I was born and raised in Midland and attended Midland Secondary School. I have lived the past 37 years in Penetanguishene. I am married and have 3 grown children and 5 grandchildren. I have worked in the manufacturing for 35 years and currently hold a lead hand position. Over the years, I have been involved in contract negotiation and currently sit on the Pension and Benefits Committee. The reason I am running in this upcoming election is that I would like to see a change with new direction and fresh ideas. I believe we need to improve on the service we offer to the residents of Penetanguishene and prepare for the future. Some of the issues that I would like to work on if elected include infrastructure. I would like to see additional funds put towards our road network. I would like to see a plan in place to see more funds allocated to resurface more roads that are not scheduled for major reconstruction in the next 15 to 20 years. Affordable housing. I would like to see the town invest in housing for seniors and residents whose income doesn't allow them to find alternate housing. For example, Penetanguishene's population is aging, and people who live here may want to downsize from current home to something manageable, but allow them to retain their independence. Transit. I first off want to commend our current council for the implementation of the transit system. I would like to ensure that this program is a success and that we build on it for the future by reaching out to residents to find out where we can improve. Parks and recreations. address any safety concerns, adding new playground equipment to dated or under-serviced park, and set aside funds for future ice rink. I look forward to hearing from the residents of Penetanguishene and hope that you will vote for me on October 22nd. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jessica Clue, and I'm running for a councillor position for the town of Penetanguishene. I was born and raised in Penetanguishene, and when I was a child, my father was very involved in politics, but I didn't understand or have much concern for it then. But by the time I got to university, I began to understand its importance, and I even decided to do my undergraduate degree with a major in political science. This led to an interest in land use planning, which is all about how we can shape a community and manage its growth and development. And so I pursued a master's degree so that I could become a registered professional planner. After some experience working with the Severn Sound Environmental Association and the town of Midland, I had the privilege of working as the town planner for Penetanguishene. In that capacity, I worked on major planning projects and provided guidance to council on matters of growth and economic development. In 2015, I left the position so that I could have more time to raise my 2 young children. Even as a stay-at-home mom, though, I want to be involved in my community. And so if elected to council, my goals are to work hard to keep Georgian Bay clean, to enhance our local economy and use the Main Street Hill as a unique asset, and to support the health and well-being of all of our residents by reducing the stigma of mental illness and by making quality, affordable housing a real priority. I want to make sure that I provide information and receive feedback so that we can move the community forward. My personal philosophy is to be a good listener, to be inclusive, to be honest, and to always work towards positive and constructive solutions. On October 22nd, I hope that you will save a vote for Jessica Clue on your ballot for the next Penetanguishene Town Council. If you'd like to chat more about any issues or priorities, please give me a call at 705-796-6638 or check my website for more information at www.jessicaclue.ca. That's K-L-U-G for Clue. Thank you.
Hello. First of all, I'd like to thank Rogers TV for providing us with this opportunity to speak to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dan LaRose, and I'm running for the position of councillor in the town of Penetanguishene. I'm 58 years old, married for 38 years, and have 2 sons. I've been a resident of this area for most of my life, and I work in the construction industry. I've been a Penetanguishene councillor for 20 years. Over that time, I've chaired and sat on numerous committees, and I've worked with a lot of dedicated staff, volunteers, and fellow members of council. If re-elected, my main priority will remain to continue to champion allocation of more funding towards the maintenance and enhancement of our infrastructure. It's extremely important that roads, sidewalks, water, and sewers are always kept properly funded, as they are the backbone of our town. Some of the goals I have for the upcoming term are to upgrade and enhance our neighborhood parks, streamline our recreational program by providing online registrations, the redevelopment of the Ojibwe landing site to keep environmentally informed, maintain and improve our industrial, commercial, and residential bases to help limit tax increases, and to make sure that the needs of all our residents are met and to achieve these goals while remaining fiscally responsible. I consider myself to be a leader, a team player, a good listener, and an independent thinker who is open-minded, dedicated, and approachable. I believe that my 20 years of experience would be an asset to our town, and I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to continue working diligently on your behalf again.
Hello, my name is Mike Lauder. Having a cottage in beautiful Georgian Bay for 23 years, we made Penetanguishene our home in 2010. Immediately, I wanted to become more involved and help drive this great community. In 2014, I was honored to be chosen one of your Penetanguishene councillors. Thank you. I hold both a Bachelor of Science and a Bachelor of Education degree. However, the common sense and leadership skills developed from my 30 years as a small business entrepreneur has formed my core values. I believe that truth and honesty are important qualities for being your representative. Last term, I was Vice Chair of Planning and Development Department and a member of the Official Plan Steering Committee. As Council Chair of the Downtown Improvement Committee and of the Trails Committee, I helped guide the rich development of our Main Street and our Rotary Champlain-Wendat Park. I was responsible for the right-hand turn lane from Main Street to the Thompson Road West Extension. I served on both the Severn Sound Environmental Association and the Severn Sound Sustainability, serving our excellent water systems and the Climate Change Action Plan. I am responsible for introducing pickleball to our community and bringing 4 new outdoor courts to McGuire Park. My goals include recruiting more family doctors and establishing a walk-in clinic in our town, expanding the Penetanguishene transit system and improving our road conditions, attracting new business to provide greater employment opportunities, introducing a business and residential incentive program to help grow and enhance our town, maintaining property taxes at their lowest possible level. This is our home. Let's make Penetanguishene the best small town ever. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ron Lapage. I am committed to community and dedicated to progress. I am running for town council as I care deeply for the town of Penetanguishene and want to make a positive impact on the future growth and direction of the town. I am proud to have been born and raised in Penetanguishene. 6 generations strong, my family has deep roots in this community. I have witnessed firsthand the impact that strong jobs, strong housing, and strong leadership have had on our community, and I want to be a voice for all 3 in council. I have been working in healthcare since 1978, and for the past 21 years have been proud to serve as a registered practical nurse at the Waypoint Center for Mental Health Care. I have witnessed the tremendous impact care has on bettering the lives and the health of our community. It is this level of care and passion for our community that I want to bring to Penetang. I have a proven track record of leadership experience. I was previously elected as a councillor to the Town Council of Sylvan Lake, Alberta. For 8 years, I served on the Council of the College of Nurses of Ontario. I was elected to the OPSU Provincial Human Rights Committee, was Vice President of the North Simcoe, Muskoka, and District Labour Council, and for the past 6 years, I served as Vice President of OPSU Local 329 at Waypoint. My community involvement has spanned a wide variety of organizations, including the Georgian Bay Métis Council, the Villa Care Centre, and the Penetanguishene Centennial Museum Board Advisory Committee. Through all this work-related and volunteer experience, I have gained valuable knowledge to deal with budgets, long-term planning, and policy development, and have honed skills related to procedure, policies, and organization. I want to be a voice for economic development and community revitalization at Town Council. My core values are built on a foundation of care that will serve you, your family, and the generations to come, and include building local tourism, advocating for local business, supporting our senior community, strengthening housing options for families, and building better roads and direct traffic routes. If you have questions, comments, want to get involved in my campaign, or just share your passion for our community, please visit me online at voteronlepage.ca or call 705-527-5237. Thank you for your support.
Hello, Debbie Levy here. I'm looking for your vote in the upcoming election for Penetanguishene Council. I was first elected to serve in 2000 and then re-elected in 2003. I took a 4-year break but ran again successfully for the 2010 term and again in 2014. As a council, we've done a lot of heavy lifting in the past 8 years. Our infrastructure is in great shape with our new water storage tanks, new sewage treatment plant, our fabulous new Main Street, and with the much needed new water and sewer pipes. Just as important is our children's playground, splash pad, and the fabulous Rotary Champlain-Wendat Park. My main passion on council is my work as chair of planning and community development, and my role representing Penetanguishene on our North Simcoe Economic Development Committee. Council fully supported my initiative to donate land and see the completion of the Wendat residence for frail, low-income elderly people. We also recently donated land for both Hospice Huronia residents and the Cancer Care Support Center. I am beyond thrilled that our initiative to study the transit system for our town has become a reality, allowing all residents handy, timely access to bus service. The focus of my next 4 years will be the new zoning bylaw to enshrine our official plan update and dedicate myself to affordable housing for our seniors and young families. I have lived in Penetanguishene for 28 years. I have owned and operated the Reading Room bookstore for 27 years. I raised my children here. I've worked as a journalist in the GTA and in Simcoe County, covering federal, provincial, and municipal issues. I would appreciate your support. I believe I have made our town a better place in which to live, work, and play. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Jason Murat, and I'm one of the candidates for Penetanguishene's next town council. I'm running for council partly because I feel that our town's council can do far more than it has in the past to support our local businesses. Every town is built upon the businesses that support it. With no local stores to shop in, our town as a whole would begin to wither away. Property values go up when the demand for housing increases. Demand for housing will increase when more people want to live in our community, and more people will want to live in Penetanguishene if there are more businesses to shop at in our town, so that people don't constantly feel the need to leave town to do their everyday shopping. As an entrepreneur and successful business owner myself here in Penetanguishene, you can be assured that I will put all of my energy and efforts into ensuring that our local economy thrives moving forward. I've lived in our local region my entire life, split between Midland and Penetanguishene. For 20 years, I worked at one of our local manufacturing factories, and thanks to that job, I was able to give a good quality of life to both myself and for my family. Knowing that, I'm sure you can understand why I feel very passionately about ensuring that our local industries get every opportunity to succeed here in our region, so that we can ensure that other families will also be able to enjoy a good quality of life here in our community. I feel that now is the time to bring some positive change to our town and to its council. As one of the younger candidates in this campaign, I feel that voters of all ages will find that I am an approachable candidate and that I have the energy and enthusiasm that's required to bring their needs and concerns forward. As one of Penetanguishene's local business owners, I've enjoyed many new friendships with a variety of the residents here in our diverse region. The local gaming community that my business has helped to build, along with the many new friendships that I've already created in Penetanguishene, will help to ensure that I'm an available and approachable candidate who is here to listen, who is here to help, and who is here to represent you best as a member of Penetanguishene's next town council. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Michel Mayotte. First of all, I would like to thank Rogers for letting me the opportunity to have a televised speech. Bonjour, mon nom est Michel Mayotte. Je me présente comme conseiller de la ville de Penetanguishene et j'aimerais remercier Rogers pour ce temps ici. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the people that supported me in the past. I've been on council for 14 years. I've sat on all of the section of the municipality. Also sat on different committees, for example, the Trail Committee, the Public Library, Penetanguishene Public Library, the Penetanguishene Archive Museum. I've also helped out on the Samuel de Champlain, which was a very good success. And now I am helping out on the, or sitting on the committee for the Robert Street renovation, which is coming along very well. A lot of projects that I've done in the last 14 years was very good. Sewage treatment plant, for example, the finish of the waterfront park, the splash pad, which was a very big hit with the kids from all around our area, North Simcoe. Basically, what I am looking for is your support for the next 4 years. And if you have any issues or problem, come and see me. I'm very open. I try to be transparent. And if you have a problem, I try to talk to the other councillors about it. So it's not only me that knows about it, the other councillors, and I get the other councillors involved. And we try to either solve the issue or find a solution for it. But I'm always open, and you know, you can see me at the License Bureau, which I've been working there for 34 years. Hope to have your vote by October the 22nd. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Guy Robertson, and I'm running for Councillor at Large in Penetanguishene. First, I'd like to thank Rogers Cable for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself, and you for tuning in. I've lived in the Penetang area for close to 40 years. I've raised my family here and enjoyed all aspects of this area. I feel very fortunate to live here and want to help make it a better place. I retired from a job 3 years ago, which took me to much of Eastern Canada and Central Canada, and have not come across any place I would rather live. During those years, I was successful because I looked after my customers' needs. I did that for over 30 years until I retired. I now have more spare time and want to take advantage of this opportunity to continue to help people. I think my background makes me an ideal candidate to represent your interests at council. I think being a councillor is a great way to participate in the future of our community. Some of the policies I would work for are, we should have designated truck routes to keep large trucks out of the downtown and off the streets, which are primarily residential. I think the development of our recreational areas are a huge plus for Penetang, and we should continue to invest in that area. I also believe we need to support existing local businesses and attract new businesses. These initiatives go hand in hand with attracting new residents and increasing our tax base. I think we need to take a look at other growing communities and learn what works. We can have steady, controlled growth with new business and new residents. If we look at other local villages, how do we make ourselves more attractive? How do we become the preferred choice? We need to identify where we are lacking and work towards filling those holes. Provincial and federal monies are available for many of these initiatives, and I'm not aware that we are making the most of these. If you will support me in the upcoming election and allow me to represent you as councillor, I will do my best to make Penetanguishene the village of choice on southern Georgian Bay. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brad Saunders. It has been my pleasure to serve you for the past 8 years as a councillor on Penetanguishene Town Council. During those 8 years, our town has prospered and grown, and let me illustrate a few ways. Our new Philip Jones waste treatment plant will meet the needs of our community for the next 50 years. But Champlain Rotary Park is a treasure for all residents, young and old, to enjoy. Watch the excitement on our children's faces as they play in the splash pad. Or enjoy a concert at our new amphitheater on a Friday night, or simply go for a walk with your neighbors in the park. Road improvement is an ongoing priority for municipal government. I think it's always going to be that way. Champlain Road, Mariah Street, and now, of course, Main Street, the Big Dig, have undergone extensive renewal. Along with its beautification, Main Street is getting new sewers and water mains. Once completed, our Main Street will attract new shops to our jewel of a town. Bus service to and from Midland has been a huge success and has been very, very well used by the seniors in particular in our community. And we will soon and shortly have a new and much needed hospice residence added to our town. Again, a critical service for our people. And with all these improvements, interestingly enough, our tax increases have not exceeded the rate of inflation, and that's not an accident. But what I am most proud of is my success in helping fight to preserve our urban woodlands. With your help, we have been able to stop development of a significant 30-acre mature forest, preserving our town's woodland beauty. So, on October 22nd, please vote Brad Saunders for council, and I will continue to serve you and the community we love. Thank you.
Hi, I am Jill Sanama and proud to be running for the town of Penetanguishene Council. Many thanks to Rogers TV in Midland for this opportunity. Now is the time to use my skills, which have been developed in the financial services, real estate, and customer service industries over the past 35 plus years, and to use those skills for the advancement and growth of Penetanguishene. My goal is to be well informed and up to date with the activities the town is undertaking and to be able to share that information with our constituents. It is also to look for efficiencies of scale and to keep the town accountable for the decisions and recommendations made in the running of the corporation. I will continue to attend and support events in our area for the betterment of everyone. I am married to Frank Sanama, and we have 4 adult children and 6 grandchildren. I have been a proud and active member of the Rotary Club of Penetanguishene for the past 16 years, being on the board of directors, past president, and chair of the Winterama Parade Committee. Other board experiences include the Georgian Bay General Hospital Foundation, the Penetanguishene Public Library Board, and Penetanguishene Minor Hockey Association. My volunteer activities include working with Huronia Players, the King's Wharf Theatre, GBGH Gala Committee, being on numerous planning committees for many fundraising activities, assisting on successful election campaigns for our MP and former and current MPPs, and being the envelope secretary at our church. In 2013, I was nominated and honored to receive the Heart and Soul of the Community Award at the Meridian Award Women of Excellence Awards. I am well prepared to be a voice for the citizens of the town of Penetanguishene and to work together with other members of Town Council in being fiscally responsible with taxpayers' dollars, especially at budget time. I can be reached at 705-529-3652 or jillmsantama@gmail.com. I ask you, the citizens of Penetanguishene, to cast your vote for me, Jill Santama, to be your voice on Town Council. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name's John Stamp and I'm running for council. Councilman in the town of Penetang. I have 3 areas of concern I'd like to speak about today. And the first is two about the main street. The first is the Commodore. It's either tear it down at statute of limitations, their days of grace are over, tear it down, make a parking lot of it. The second issue is the vibrancy of the main street, the buildings. They should be redone, recolored with the brick and the wooden framework, repainted. They haven't been painted since they erected the buildings over 100 years ago, and put a vibrancy and integrity into the brickwork. Make it look like a work of art where people come in from out of town and they'll say, well, look at this, it's a clean town, it's a vibrant town, let's stop and shop in the town of Penetang, which would be good for the merchants. And my third issue is dead branches and limbs in the town of Penetang. In fact, there's 3 trees 25 yards away from Town Hall. Like there's dead branches there and there's a sidewalk. These limbs should be cut down, not next month or next year, tomorrow. It's a safety issue. And funny, nobody sees it. Are they unaware or just don't care? Like, I don't know. So these things are basic issues with the town. If they do the brick right, like I say, it'll be a work of art. And people, and Penetang is not a clean town, so it'll be, people won't litter as much. So I think this is be a bonus for the merchants in Penetang. But like I say, it's the main street now. It's like you got to do something with it. You just can't do the roads and the sidewalks. You got to do the whole works. You got to do a complete job. It's like wearing an Armani suit. You can't wear a good Italian Armani suit with a dirty pair of white running shoes. Thank you. And if I'm elected council, I promise you I won't be going through the motions. Thank you.
I am not here to move mountains, change the course of a river, or plant a forest, although I have. I'm here to get more embedded into the town that I love and live in, Penetanguishene. My name is Kristen Tinny, and I'm a hopeful candidate for town councillor in the town of Penetanguishene. I've called North Simcoe home for 17 years and Penetang home for 10. We currently work at La Maison Rosewood Shelter and have side jobs both at Sellerman's Ale House and Dillon's Wood Fired Pizza. My love for people and meeting them where they're at is what enlivens me. I firmly believe our current council for the past 2 terms have made amazing improvements to our town, both with the main street construction, beautification to our waterfront parks, healthcare accessibility, and transit. However, there's always room for innovation, improvement, and growth. I volunteered with the local Midland Civitan chapter for over 10 years, the Midland Public Library, the Midland Area Reading Council, the Georgian Bay Cancer Support Center, and the Y Marsh, and our local community gardens. I have experience leading workshops and educational programming for children and adults alike throughout North Simcoe, including Christian Island. I'm an alumni of Katimavik, the year 2008, which is a volunteer youth service program that with a focus on community engagement. My passion is people, the environment, water, and food. My focus on council would be upon those 4 pillars: people and their wants and needs and wishes, the environment and maintaining our green spaces and natural environment, our water and keeping the beautiful Georgian Bay clean, and our infrastructure maintained, and food accessibility, attracting local growers, farmers, and small businesses. As a young woman, I hope to see our community thrive and grow sustainably that supports, celebrates, and feels home to all backgrounds, all cultures, all statuses. I'd really be indebted to you for all of your support this upcoming October. We all start somewhere, and I hope this is my start in helping to maintain and keep Penetanguishene the most beautiful town on Georgian Bay. Thank you.
Years ago, the Holland Marsh used to be a bottom of the ocean or the lake. And once it dried up, the bottom, where all the soot and the sill sat, turned into this gold soil. So the community decided, because carrots are predominantly grown in the marsh, hence the name Carrot Fest. So it's celebrating our agricultural heritage. The origins of Carrot Fest started from open air market, where the farmers started selling their wares and vegetables on the street. Over the years, Carrot Fest has grown. We've grown from an event that had possibly 10,000 people to now showing up today, 50,000 people show up today.
One of the greatest rights we have in Canada is to have your say. In Ontario, this right is one of the pillars that ensures democracy in our local municipal and school board elections. It gives you the freedom of choice and a voice to your opinions in choosing the municipal and school board representatives in your community. If you are at least 18 years of age, a Canadian citizen, and a resident of or own property in Ontario, you can participate in your local municipal and school board elections this fall. One way to make this process more efficient is to verify that your name is on the preliminary list of electors used to prepare the voters list for Election Day. You can confirm or update your information conveniently at voterlookup.ca. The process is just 3 simple steps and should only take you a few minutes to complete. First, fill in your personal details. Next, select the options that best describe your situation. The system will confirm your elector status and/or prompt you for additional information if required. And finally, verify and save your information. It's as simple as that. So remember, have your say. Log on today.
A big thank you to Rogers Television for this opportunity to let the citizens of Penetanguishene to get to know me better. My name is Douglas LaRue, and I am seeking the position of mayor for our town. I have had the honor of serving you as deputy mayor and councillor with over 25 years of experience in municipal politics. My management and leadership skills are solid, enabling me to deal with challenging decisions as they arise. It is paramount to create a cohesive team with the newly elected council in order to deliver services that are important to all of our constituents. I promise that careful stewardship of your tax dollars will be executed with consideration and is of utmost importance to me. If elected, I will address all neglected infrastructure. I will work at paying down town debt, maintain low taxes. I will continue to be an advocate for all environmental needs and address the implementation of a secondary water source in order to promote town growth. More importantly, I will seek your input on how to best serve you and address your needs in areas of recreation, employment, tourism, and business growth that would be manageable, economically stable, and environmentally safe. I promise transparency, accountability, and fairness in my dealings with everyone. Please vote for Douglas LaRue for Mayor of Penetanguishene.
My name is Anita Duval, and I am seeking re-election as Deputy Mayor of Penetanguishene. As an active participant on council, my focus will continue to be seeing Penetanguishene prosper. Now is the time to actively pursue commercial business to our downtown corridor by continuing to build supportive relationships. Additional manufacturing business is also needed to offset our residential taxation. We are poised for housing development. We have the infrastructure in place, and we must encourage sustainable development, which supports active transportation, community designs, providing access to walking and cycle trails, and conforms to our official plan adopted in the spring of 2018. The plan commits to preserving and protecting our natural environment. Together, we have accomplished the redesign and upgrades to our sewage treatment plant, enhancements to Rotary Wendat Park, attracted new business to our industrial park, growth in housing development, reconstruction of our Main Street, and transit for our community. I will continue to protect the interests of our community at County Council. I have the time, energy, knowledge, and the experience. My priorities for the coming term: to support an affordable housing project, improvements to the gateway of our community, the development of Thompson Road West, to promote the public art project for Main Street, continue to upgrade and repair our roads, to remain accountable to the taxpayers of Penetanguishene. I ask for your support in the upcoming municipal election. Together we can build a better future. Vote Dubo on October 22nd.
My name is Doug Rawson, and I want to thank you for the privilege to represent you at Penetanguishene Council for the term 2014 to 2018. Last election, I promised to be a strong voice for you, not to accept the status quo, work hard for every tax dollar collected, and to be a strong advocate. I feel I've done a great job doing this, and respectfully ask for your support this election to represent you as your Deputy Mayor at Penetanguishene Council for the term 2018 to 2022. Although a lot of positive work was done, many things were achieved, there is still more to do. A few areas I stressed and worked on include ensure the long-term sustainability of our resources, carefully manage our property taxes, stress purchasing what we could not afford, and advocate and was a strong voice in not spending more than was required for our Main Street reconstruction project, as it was already $3 million over budget. Penetanguishene has one of the highest property tax rates in Simcoe County, and like other municipalities, has aging infrastructure. That requires serious commitment to short-term and long-term financial planning. I've worked over the past 4 years to ensure we're not just concentrating on the operating budget, but our focus is on long-term capital planning and our asset management. As an elected official, it is our job to represent the best interests of the community, enhance services, and be respectful of the taxpayer while not accepting the status quo. It is easy for anyone to say, "I did that." I can tell you, not one member of council can do anything. As a team or a group of elected officials who are open to hearing new ideas and challenging the status quo, that is how things change. I can say that I have not shied away from asking the tough questions or providing new lens or way of looking at things. I do not get credit for the things you have seen. The majority of council speaks, and that is the resolve of our decisions. Be wary of elected officials and candidates that think they are the singular reason why things can be accomplished. I respectfully ask for your support as Deputy Mayor for the town of Penetanguishene for 2018-2022, and thank you for your time.
One of the greatest rights we have in Canada is to have your say. In Ontario, this right is one of the pillars that ensures democracy in our local municipal and school board elections. It gives you the freedom of choice and a voice to your opinions in choosing the municipal and school board representatives in your community. If you are at least 18 years of age, a Canadian citizen, and a resident of or own property in Ontario, you can participate in your local municipal and school board elections this fall. One way to make this process more efficient is to verify that your name is on the preliminary list of electors used to prepare the voters list for Election Day. You can confirm or update your information conveniently at voterlookup.ca. The process is just 3 simple steps and should only take you a few minutes to complete. First, fill in your personal details. Next, select the options that best describe your situation. The system will confirm your elector status and/or prompt you for additional information if required. And finally, verify and save your information. It's as simple as that. So remember, have your say. Log on today.